I think what we've seen in the last few years suggests that the old international order, the rules-based order, it's not that it's no longer relevant today, but it's under a lot of stress and fragility. Partly because the architects of that system themselves have sort of broken some of the rules. I think there are a number of concerns about sort of double standards. We see multilateralism in crisis because we see a lot of tensions, polarization, hostility, division within the Security Council, for example, the Chamber for Peace and Security. I think a number of concerns about how principles are used inconsistently, not a surprise because states have interests and sometimes those interests rub up against the values and principles that cut the rules-based order as well. I think also in the last few years, a number of states, non-Western states, have called into question the mixed approach of Western countries towards how principles apply. And I think finally the institutions that were created at the end of the Second World War are no longer seen as inclusive or representative. A number of countries have risen to become relevant players both in the region but also in the international theatre today as well. I mean, I think quite clearly whether it's Ukraine, whether it's Gaza, whether it's Syria, whether it's in the Red Sea, in the Horn of Africa, in the Sahel, it's very clear that given that we're living in a very multipolar world, where you've got non-Western actors engaged, that multiple players are important, are relevant to both solving offering different diagnoses. Qatar has been playing increasingly an important role behind the scenes, but also publicly as well. I think that it comes with a degree of experience. It's trying to be sort of impartial or neutral. It has an understanding of those sort of conflicts that are in its immediate interest. It comes with also a degree of pedigree. We're seeing Qatar playing a very useful role in other places throughout the world, and it's come in with reflections, lessons learned from other experiences, other understanding of what's gone wrong. It's also clear to us that given, as I was saying, how polarized the situation is, how fragile the international system is, and question marks about the Western-based order, that other players are becoming relevant in the regions in which they're operating, and Qatar is one of those, and it's making significant investment in these areas as well.